we are happy that you made it here today. So before we proceed, I would like to welcome every one of us. If you have a friend, you have a colleague, or you have anybody you want them to also join us to discuss about this crucial topic, please kindly reach out to them now before we move ahead. Thank you once again. We are going to take this deeper today. We've been on this particular mastering consulting trend and strategies in 2024. And we believe that everything we are going to share today is going to be a good benefit for every one of us that want to venture into consulting. So please bring out your writing materials and let's learn together going forward. So there are a lot of things that we are planning to, share with us today on how to master consulting trend and strategies. And we want everybody to, pay attention to every single thing we are sharing today. The consulting landscape is constantly evolving and staying ahead of the curve. So it's crucial for every one of us to master what it takes for you to become successful in this, in this sector. In this break time session, we will dive deep into the hottest trend and most effective strategies shaping the consulting world in 2024 that we are in. Please, our discussion outline is going to be based on uncover the latest trend impacting the consulting industry. Uncover the latest trend impacting the consulting industry. And we're going to learn on we're going to learn proven strategies to deliver exceptional value to our clients, our prospects. Some of us, we've been in this business, in this industry for a very long time, but what are the things that we need to focus on for now? What are the things that our clients, they will need, from us, and how we can render services that will be top-notch for them. So we are going to gain insight from industry experts to stay ahead of the competition. We talk about how competitor is very good for every single person out there doing businesses, because they are actually the one that will push you ahead to know what you are doing that is not right, and to also know what you need to do right. So these are the things that we are going to discuss today. I don't want us to waste much time with that. So it is actually the right time for us to sharpen our consulting skills. It is time for us to sharpen our consultant skills and gain competitive edge in the marketplace. That is the most important thing we need to look at. The uncertainty and a lot of things that is happening out there that is not really encouraging. What can we do to have a competitive edge over the market? And we also network with a lot of fellow professionals. We discussed sometimes back that networking is very important. You may have all what it takes. You may have all the resources. You may have all the information. If you do not have the right network with people that can help you tell others about what you can do and what you are capable of doing, it might be in vain. So here today, these are the things that you should expect, and these are the opportunity embedded for us to grab and enjoy in this section. So I will use this medium of time to call the Executive Director of IIPM, Dr. Ebruche Banito, to take it over from there because of our time. Please, once again, we would like to share and also tell a friend to join us as well. Thank you. My name is Damilola Olaniyi, and let's stay tuned. Over to you, Dr. Banito.
All right, thank you so much, Dami, for the wonderful introductory section. I want to sincerely thank everyone for joining us today. It's an amazing section. This is one of the sections that I've been so much excited about. And one thing I know today is that we're going to learn quite a lot. Okay, we're going to be learning quite a lot today. And I will encourage you to go ahead, share the link, invite someone, and let's learn together. All right? So it's a great thing to have you here. It's a great thing to have you here. We understand how busy your schedules could be, but much more importantly, we understand that everyone who has found himself or found herself in this webinar, they are people who are futuristic and believe in the power of knowledge and the power of sharing information as Dix. Now, Dix webinar we're holding today is so exceptional because it is a webinar worth thousands, hundreds of thousands. But we understand the trend we are in, and more of all of what we want to do now is just to use our platform to provide trainings and relevant knowledge, relevant information that could help people move forward. The ones that we can provide for free, like the ones we're having right now, we go ahead and provide them for free. The ones we might not be able to provide for free, then we'll just place a little premium on it just to make sure that everyone is on their toes and getting the best of the results, right? Okay, so yesterday I put up a post, and in case you're not in our WhatsApp platform or you're not in our social media platforms, I will encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that post that I made. And the post was just trying to bring the reality of what is happening. Okay. We are in a season of global economic meltdown. So it's not just an African thing. It's not a Nigerian thing. It's not just a community thing. It's a global scenario that we are into. Okay. And every organization, every individual are being optimal with resources. And when I say being optimal resources, I'm talking about being optimal even with time. So anybody that is ready to give you their time this period to discuss, share ideas and things like that, that means they really value what you're bringing to the table. And then you have to give them all it takes to make sure that the time they're sharing with you is not a wasted time. Okay. We are in a season of global economic meltdown. The truth is that since the advent of COVID 2020, the COVID-19, since the advent of COVID in 2020, we've not fully recovered from the incidents of COVID. There had been massive disruptions. We keep having disruptions every day. Now, yesterday I was having a thought. I said, could it be possible that as a leader, you come to the point that you're so overwhelmed, you know what to do, but you are so overwhelmed with the situation that you don't know where to really start from? And I think that is the situation that has beclouded the political sector, that has beclouded the government. Okay. I believe most governments of the world, they know what to do. Okay, but they are overwhelmed with the pace of change. They're overwhelmed. The strategy of yesterday that you intend to implement today, you wake up and that strategy will no longer be relevant. If you ever implemented it, it is not going to give the result that you ever anticipated. So we have this dynamic change just playing out. Okay, so we therefore need to understand what can we, how can we reposition ourselves? How can we uncover strategies that can still help us remain relevant, irrespective of whatever thing that is happening in the economy today? All right, this is very, very important. Okay, in fact, as it were today, I'm in Nigeria, and not just being in Nigeria, I'm at the heart of Nigeria. Being in Abuja, I can say I'm at the heart of Nigeria, and I could tell you for free that people are crying so loud. Okay, the impact of the effect of what is happening around the economy, the whole economic grinding is not in any way favorable to the well-being of the citizenry, and is affecting virtually everything, everyone. The government is crying, the industries are crying, the support organizations are crying, everyone is just crying, and that goes down to families crying. Okay, so that tells you the impact of not just leadership, but the impact of change, the impact. So when we talk about the VUCA environment, they are not, it's not a buzzword, rather, they are things that are real, and they are affecting the economy so drastically. It's affecting the economy. Okay, it's affecting every other thing that is affecting the economy. Okay, the VUCA environment. Okay, now we talk about the VUCA, right? The VUCA environment is affecting virtually everything that is affecting the environment. So, with the scarcity of resources right now, does consulting still have a space? Does opportunities still exist for those of us in the consulting world? Now, let me be very frank with you. There are those of us, there are 100% committed to the consulting world. There is no other extra job being done. Okay, so we are not on any full-time payroll of any other company. We are full-time into consulting. And I will tell you for free that while the COVID, the post-COVID era, and all of the changes coming, the disruptions and all of this are providing massive demand for consulting, there is also a challenge in the consulting field trying to adjust and adapt to meeting the needs of the current reality of clients. So consulting need is increasing, the demand for consulting is increasing, but towards there are consultants. The challenge what I have is adapting our services, adapting our products to being able to meet the need of the current day client. Okay, and these are some of the things we want to share in this video. And one more time, I will encourage you, please, in case you've not shared this video, go ahead, share it, invite someone, and let's just think through. Okay, let's just think through. One thing I have confidently believed in is that this season is a phase. Okay, this season is a phase, and it will definitely come and pass. Okay, but as it's coming and passing, is it going to come and pass with you, or are you going to tell the story of how you were able to overcome even in times as this? Okay, and that is the point of our discussion today. So one more time, if you've not liked the stream, if you've not shared the stream, go ahead, share, like, invite someone, and let's learn together. All right. Now, one more time, I said I've been very excited about this program. This is one of the programs we wouldn't have considered doing for free. Okay, we wouldn't have considered doing it for free, but understanding the reality of things on ground, it is important we carry people along and make sure that everyone is having the best of time, especially for all of our members out there. So one more time, let's go share the link and invite someone. And as we're doing that, we'll be learning together. All right. Now, back to my post yesterday. I now wrote a post on some of the things you could do to become relevant and distinguished in times as this. So while we are thinking, you can go ahead, put in the chat room, let's know your name and let's know your current profession, what you're currently doing. If you're a consultant, let's know the area you specialize in. Okay, and then we can network and find relevance with each other. All right, so yesterday I made a post and I wrote 9 things here that I said there are simple tips you can use to distinguish yourself in times as this. This season is one of the most challenging times, from government level to family levels, through to organizational levels. Everybody is in one challenge or the other. Okay, and the impact of what we're facing right now is the impact of leadership, right? Okay, so leadership bears the brunt of everything. Okay, like said, that everything starts and ends with leadership. Everything starts and ends with leadership. So why we look at the general leadership, we also need to take a retrospective of our personal leadership. Okay, take a retrospective of our personal leadership. There is a saying that anytime you point at someone, you just have one finger pointing at someone, but you have 3 to 4 fingers pointing back at yourself. So we've complained enough, we've yearned enough, so it's time for us to take a retrospective and find out what can we do to better our own life. Because no matter what happens, we owe ourselves a responsibility, we owe our families a responsibility, we owe our organizations a responsibility to thrive and to flourish. No matter what happens, we owe ourselves, we owe our organizations a responsibility to thrive and to flourish, to succeed exceedingly great. So I listed 9 things here, and permit me, I'm going to just share them briefly before I go into my main course. Okay, before I go into my main discussion for today. And one more time, I want to encourage you, please don't get distracted by other videos that could be popping up. Okay, just try as much as you can to pay attention to our discussion here. So what can you do to remain relevant in time as this? So I wrote the first thing there is to commit to relevant development, okay, in terms of development in terms of skills, development in terms of certifications, development in terms of competencies, knowledge, okay? So commit to continuous development. Commit to continuous development. Another thing you need to pay attention to is commit to networking, engage effective networking, okay? I love Nigerians, okay, because irrespective of what is happening, Nigerians are taking initiative to see how to help one another. And one of the things that Nigerians are doing right now is to organize high-profile programs, and they are doing this completely for free, okay? They are doing this completely for free, okay? So these high-profile programs, you could find yourself there, okay? Even the ones that have some tokens attached to them, if you do your analysis and you find that this will have great impact on your network, okay, so go ahead, join the relevant training programs where you can network, join the relevant professional organizations. Of course, IPM is one of the most wonderful places you can join, okay, to gain insights, to gain backup, right? So this is very, very important, okay? Then the next thing I put here is that you need to become a value-driven person, and you need to become a problem-solving person, okay? Irrespective of what we're facing, the situation facing us right now is accumulation of problems, okay? Accumulation of challenges, okay? Accumulation of solutions that need to be created. So you as a consultant, are you going to sit back and complain and mourn, or are you going to become a value-based person, a value-driven person? Are you going to come up with solutions? I've seen terrific things in Nigeria just these few months that will have power issues, okay? I've seen terrific inventions. I've seen the invention of someone producing electricity with water and salt, and he has gone as far as producing torchlights, okay, with water and salt, and he said any water and any quantity of salt can do that. And I think he gave a particular almost very negligible measurement of water and salt, and said can give you light for over 3 days, okay? That particular torchlight can serve for over 3 days. I've seen people inventing generators that are now being powered by water, okay? I've seen people who are generating, coming up with inventions of generating set, power generating set that are not powered by anything, but they are self-powered, okay? And they are generating power, okay? You could search the internet, you find the things coming up, okay? I know there is this saying that adversity is the mother of invention. So don't just sit down and mourn. Ask yourself question, what can I do differently to add value, to bring solutions, to solve the problems that are currently prevalent, okay? I saw another particular platform where agri platform is an app, okay? I saw them, they're here in my office. They're within the office premises, okay? And when they told me what they are doing, because I always see them in trucks bringing food packages, they just entered the office space. Okay, what is happening here? They told me what we're doing here is that we're bringing food at farm price to anybody who cares. Okay, so why someone is buying a bag of rice 78,000 naira in the market, someone is somewhere preparing a bag of rice for 35,000, and that is amazing. Okay, that is amazing. All right. So are you going to sit down and become a problem person, or are you going to become a problem solver? Look at all of what is facing us today and find solution. All right. So if you must remain relevant and get distinguished, then you must be a problem solver. All right. Don't stop complaining. For the first time in this season, make up your mind you're not going to complain. If it is possible, I would advise you, stop watching news, stop listening to news. Just find a way to add value, because sometimes when we listen to all of this news, watch all of this news, we end up getting triggers that make us want to complain, make us want to get angry and all of that. Then the next thing I wrote down here is for you to understand trends and maximize the opportunities to bring. I think that complements the one I just talked about. Okay, so we are in a time where you could say there is famine in the land, but it's a trend. Okay, has it happened before? How the people, as of the time it happened, how did they manage to take care of that and things like that? We need to understand trends, okay? We need to understand trends and look out for opportunities. Why some people, and when I mean some people, I mean millions of people, hundreds of millions of people are somewhere mourning. Some people are somewhere finding the opportunities that this circle is presenting, okay? It might be a seasonal one. It could be something that will bring an outbreak, okay, of breakthroughs, like the COVID brought us to a level of breakthrough that we might not be able to go back to what we used to have. Okay, rather we have complementaries. Okay, so now we have Zoom, we have YouTube. People just have gotten access to technology that they don't even want to go back to where they're coming from. Okay, so let's understand trends and let's find the opportunities in these trends. Let's not talk down on everything. Let's not complain about everything. Rather, let's sit down and ask ourselves the question, what can we see as opportunities in this? And let me also say this. It is the right questions that will give you the right answers. Wrong questions will always give you wrong answers. And with the right questions, you find yourself moving in the direction that is positive. With the negative questions, you find yourself moving in the direction there is negative. All right. So we want to put ourselves in the best bet. All right. So while we are working on the short-term challenges we're facing, another thing you could do to make sure that you remain relevant is to put your gaze on the big picture. All right. Put your gaze on the big picture. Put your gaze on the big picture. No matter what is happening, just know that there's something bigger. There's something better of ahead. All right. There's something bigger and better of ahead. And you need to put your gaze on that big picture. No matter what is happening, put your gaze on that big picture. All right. The big vision has a way of motivating us, inspiring us, getting us to be resilient, irrespective of what is happening, and then focus on our future. All right. And then be open to new challenges and persevere. Okay. That's talking about resilience. And then always motivate yourself. Don't talk down on yourself. Don't let the situations get you to talk. In fact, as it were, try your best to stop talking about the situations right now and start talking about finding solutions right now. Okay, stop talking about problems. Stop talking about challenges. Start talking about how to fix all of these things that are coming to us. All right, try to find ways to fix these things that are coming to us. All right, one more time, in case you've not shared the link, go ahead, share the link, and then let's all learn together. All right, let's all learn together. I trust you're learning something, and then let's learn these things together. Okay, just as a teaser. Now, another thing here is to always never ignore seeking support. When there is need to seek support, please voice out and ask for support. All right. Don't ever ignore seeking support. All right. Don't ever ignore seeking support. Rather, voice out and seek for support when the need be. All right. This is very, very important. And then another thing there is never ignore helping someone, no matter how small. Never ignore helping someone. Okay, no matter how small. Okay, there's this saying that those we meet on our way up, they are the same people we meet on our way down. So let's try to help someone and also build quality network that will keep us moving up rather than moving down. All right. And another thing I want us to know is this: tell yourself the truth, that no matter what is happening now, you owe yourself a responsibility, you owe your organization a responsibility, you owe your family a responsibility, you owe your nation a responsibility to thrive. All right. This is very, very important. Okay, now that being said, now let's return back to our discussion. Okay, let's return back to our discussion. Okay, and our discussion is consulting trends. Consulting trends. Okay, our discussion is centering around consulting trends and strategies, mastering consulting trends and strategies, mastering consulting trends and strategies. So, can we master the trends? Can we master the strategies that we can apply in 2024? Let's find out, and then let's see what we can do. All right. Now, Dami has already given us our discussion outline, and we're going to be uncovering the latest trends impacting the consulting industry, and then we look at learning proven strategies to deliver exceptional value to our clients, and then we'll look at insights that could help us stay ahead of the competition in the market. And also, this opportunity will help us to gain or sharpen our consulting skills and then gain a competitive edge in this market, and then be able to network with our fellows. And I've said in the chat room, just help us, let us know what you do, and let us know where you stay. All right. Now, let's quickly look at a market overview. All right. Market overview of the consulting space. We understand that the consulting space is quite large, but can we put figures to what this quite large simply means? Okay. I'm going to take a figure from 2019. Okay. I'm taking a draft from 2019 from different sources. Okay. I'm just taking that so that we can have synergy because as I was researching, I didn't find the complete information as what happened in 2023 in the line I want to take it, because I want to look at consulting in the global space, and then look at consulting in the African space, and then we'll look at consulting in the Nigerian space. Okay, and then you can go ahead and do your own further research on what could be consulting in your own niche. Okay, you can find out all of those information, because we're going to expose those niches, and then you find out, okay, how can I ascertain what is available in my niche? All right. Now, I'm taking 2019 as a case study in this review. Now, in 2019, the global market worth of the consulting industry was worth approximately $250 billion. And this was gotten from the JITNOS market data report of 2024. All right. So the market was worth $250 billion. All right. And then in the African context, as of 2019, by the report of McKinsey and Company in 2019, it was shown that the African market for consulting was worth $2.3 billion. $2.3 billion. That is $2.3 billion out of the $250 billion that is global. All right. Okay. So if you compare it continent by continent, we'll say Africa had a poor share of the consulting gigs. But if you look at it in economic contributions, you will say, yeah, the consulting industry actually contributed massively to the growth of the economy in the African domain, right? Now, in the Nigerian context, as of 2019, it was recorded that Nigerian market worth was roughly $215 million in 2019. And this was from Frost and Sullivan in the report that was written by the Novacia Consulting in their 2023 report. All right, so if you look at these figures, you find that the consulting are something to give, all right? And then in 2023, there are reports that show that the consulting industry currently is over $320 billion, okay, $320 billion. And the consulting industry in Nigeria is over $10 billion. I'm looking at the Nigerian space now. The consulting industry in Nigeria alone is over 10, as of 2023, okay, is over $10 billion. And one of the things that led to this upsurge is because of the COVID incidents, because the COVID incidents led to a whole lot of unveiling of other domains of consulting or other charts of consulting that people didn't really pay attention to. For instance, the freelancing, now we talk about the remote working, the virtual assistants, and a whole lot of work. So we also have the technology bringing its own massive disruptions that is reorganizing, there is seriously disrupting the consulting space. All right. So with this view in place, you can actually ask yourself the question, is it a market that is scalable? We can say, yes, it is scalable, it is profitable, but it doesn't stop at being scalable. It doesn't stop at being profitable. It doesn't stop at talking about the increasing demand of the consulting field or the consulting industry. But to find out also whether your own niche in the consulting space is actually growing as well. All right. You want to find out the consulting space where you are currently consulting. Is it moving forward? Is it scalable? Is it in demand? Or is it moving backward? You need to find out. And another thing you may also want to do is find out if you really need to redefine your niche, redefine your consulting space, okay, to bring you to where there'll be much more result. Okay. And I think that's what most of us as consultants need to do now. We need to consider redefining our space, redefining our consulting, all right, redefining our whole engagement. Okay, so this is very, very important. This is very, very important. All right, now moving forward, we also want to take a look at, we also want to take a look at the main segments in the consulting and the key service areas. So in the consulting space at the moment, we could say we have broadly three consulting main areas. You have the management consulting, which most of us fall into. Okay, then you have the financial, and then you have the technological. All right, you have the management, you have the financial, and you have the technological. However, there are other aspects. Okay, you have the legal, you have the medical, and you have the engineering and several others. Okay, coming, but this seems to be like the major frontier of consulting. So in the management consulting, we have broadly three aspects of it. You have the strategy consulting, you have the operations consulting, and you have the human resource consulting. And this also cuts across the legal. So when you get to the legal, you're either dealing with strategy, operations, or the human resource. You get to medical, the same thing applies. You get to engineering, the same thing applies. All right. So strategy, operations, and human resources, the more of the management consulting domain. Now, under the strategy, we have the corporate strategy consulting, economic policy consulting, mergers and acquisition consulting, organizational strategy consulting, functional strategy consulting, and a whole lot of other strategies. Some will go into marketing strategies, sales and marketing strategies, and a whole lot of that. Okay, they have the operations, you have the process management, which is very much increasing. The demand for process management is highly increasing, okay, because of the digital transformation. Okay, the need for digital transformation has shot up that of the process management. All right, they have the supply chain management and procurement management. You have finance, operations, outsourcing, and project management. All of these areas are increasing, and their integration with IT is giving them fast pace, okay, or keeping them fast paced. Then you also have the HR, you have organizational change, HR technology, learning and development. Most of us fall into the category of learning and development or training and development, okay? And of course, everyone that is a consultant must master the art of learning and development, because that is one of the major ways to deliver consulting. All right, then you have benefits and rewards, talent management, and a whole lot of other aspects of HR. Then under the financial advice, you have the corporate finance, restructuring, actuarial services, risk management, real estate advisory, forensics and litigation, and all of these fall under that. And then you have the technology, you have the IT advisory, and then you have the enterprise resource planning, implementation, data analytics, application development, systems integration, enterprise architecture. All of these are major areas that the consulting space is widening into. Now, let's move very fast. Now this information is from consultancy.org, so you can also check it out from there to look up for more information. Now, the demands on consulting, when I talk about the demands of consulting, I want to talk about the demands on consultants actually. Okay, what is the current demand on consultants? Are there things that consultants need to be aware of and improve on? This is very, very important. They need to be aware of it and they need to improve on these things, right? So the first one is digital transformation. We can no longer talk less of the need for digital transformation, because there has become a sine qua non in the business landscape. This is one of the most obvious ways that businesses are thriving today. Businesses who understand digital transformation, that's one of the most obvious ways. They are cutting costs, minimizing risks, maximizing profit, increasing return on investment, and all of that. So as a consultant, you need to understand digital transformation, especially in your own area. So let's assume that you're a strategy consultant. You need to find out how does digital transformation and strategy consulting work together, because there is this we call the opundential, right? The opundential or evidential consulting is when there is result-driven consulting. So irrespective of all the things we talk about in our different areas of specialization, we also need to bring to bear the current trend or the current need, which is digital transformation. And then, like I pointed out earlier, there is increasing demand for business process management. And this increasing demand still goes back to not just understanding the process in manual terms, but understanding it in terms of current realities where IT is ruling or leading the change, okay, where technology is leading the change. So you also need to understand all of these things, right? We also need to understand these things. Then the next one is the rising importance of data analytics. We need to pay attention to data analytics. Yeah, this is very, very important. We need to pay attention to data analytics, not just by word, but we need to begin to pay attention to reading, mastering the art of data analytics. We are not saying we should be experts in them, but we understand that we are in a knowledge economy where data plays a crucial role in decision making. So if you are a consultant, you want to tell or discuss with your clients in terms of data, okay, and relevant data that is accurate, all right? This is very, very important. Now, moving forward, we'll look at the key trends in consulting. Now, what are the key trends? A focus on specialization. So if you go back to what we just listed here, we have different areas of consulting, but it's a broad is the way that leads to destruction, but narrow is the way that leads to life, all right? So you need to learn to begin to specialize, all right? Learn to begin to specialize. Don't become a general consultant, because some of us say we're a general consultant. You are in business, you're in finance, you are in IT, you're in everything. You could have an organization that is integrated, okay, that brings different consultants to handle different aspects of the things your firm want to anchor on. But when it comes to individual, you need to specialize, and that is a need in this current time, because one of the things that determines your relevance in this era that we are is the quality of the network of people you have. So as a consultant, you major in a field, but much more important, you're networking with like-minded, you're networking with heavyweights in the same industry, in the consulting industry, to make sure that you're creating additional value, additional things to your clients. All right. So that area of specialization, the focus on specialization is very, very important. All right. The last time we had this discussion, we asked every one of us to begin to mention our areas of specialization, and quite a number of us did that. So you want to focus on that area, keep improving yourself on that area, and then keep doing good and doing well in that area. Then the next one is the rise of artificial intelligence and automation. All right, so I want to be very blunt with us as consultants. The AI space is taking away a whole lot of jobs, and consulting is one of those kind of jobs, because with the AI and automation, things that people really duly consulted on, they are now finding it rare to consult on because of the rise of AI. So what do you want to do? You want to stay ahead of the market, okay, and make sure that you also understand how to integrate all of this to your consulting and make good benefit with them. And then I've talked about that of remote work and virtual teams. Not only that organizations want to reduce costs by all means, individuals also want to have work-life balance. Okay, so most people are preferring to work from home, work from boss office, and work from freelance. Okay, so that is also a trend in consulting. All right, so we need to put our attention to that also. All right. And then we'll have the digital transformation expertise. I've already talked about that. Then we'll talk about sustainability and the ESG consulting. The ESG consulting, we'll talk about the environmental, the social, and the governance aspect. Okay, so there is increasing need of sustainability. Okay, there is demand on sustainability, business sustainability, environmental sustainability, corporate sustainability, and every form of sustainability. Okay. And then all of these things are areas that people are. So people on sustainability, sometimes you call them corporate governance consultants and what have you. All right. Then you have the power of purpose. This is also one of the areas, leadership. So organizations are becoming much more streamlined to what they want to do. All right. They're becoming much more purposeful. Right. Okay. So that also tells you that as a consultant, you also need to be much more purposeful, okay, on who to serve and who to take your services to. All right. Okay. Now, briefly, let's discuss how do you find your niche in consulting? The sweet spot of passion, expertise, and demand. So, consulting most often comes by that of a combination of passion, expertise, and demand. Okay. So, how do you then find your niche? We've done several meetings around this, but I'll encourage you, take time to look at what we want to discuss now, and then see how that plays a role in your own side. Then we have number one, self-discovery. Okay, in the self-discovery, you want to look at your passions and your skills. What are your strengths? What are your interests? What are your values? And what are your motivations? You may want to do a SWOT analysis of yourself, okay, and find out the things that are around you that could be of value to others, okay, and to the larger market. All right, the next thing is for you to do a market research. Remember, we talked about demand, all right? So irrespective of how great your thoughts, your ideas could be, you want to do a market research to find the demand, okay? You want to be sure that whatever this be is going to be something that is scalable, is going to be growing, okay? Something that the demand will be high, is something that will bring in much profit that can sustain my operations as a consultant, okay? So you do your market research to understand client needs, industry needs, the client pain points, and the competition that plays out in the marketplace. All right, this is very, very important. And then you also want to do a niche validation. All right, I think earlier this year we had a discussion on how to start a profitable consulting firm in 2024. So you may want to check out that video by the end of this class. Just search it out, and then that would be a great one. All right. Okay. So you want to validate. By that validation, we're also looking at what the demand, what the profitability, what the value proposition. Do clients appreciate the need for the value we are offering? And then you want to look at testing and redefining your goals. All right, redefining your business process and all of that. Now, what if you already have a niche, but it doesn't seem to work the way you want it? You may want to reevaluate your whole process, redefine your whole consulting process, and then see if you can find a way forward. Okay, and I trust that by the things we're going to discuss in this section, you'll find a way to deal with some of those things. Maybe your business is lagging behind, your consulting adventure is lagging behind. How do you evolve? How do you redefine the whole consulting niche, the whole consulting thing to come back to life? All right, then first thing you want to do is to reassess your strengths in the market landscape. So you want to do a skills audit, okay, and find out if you still have relevant skills for the industry. Be sure that you're not left behind. Okay, one of the things you want to do is to ask yourself the question, when was the last time you attended a training as regarding to your field? All right, then the next thing you want to do is look at the industry shifts. Are there shifts in the industry? Okay, are there shifts in the industry? We've given the main areas of the main segments of consulting. Okay, but you will also understand that there is IT driving this whole thing, information technology, or information communication and technology. They are driving this whole landscape. So you want to check your own skills. Are you foundationally good in those areas to be able to drive your own niche? All right. They also want to check the emerging trends. Okay, in your niche, check the emerging trends. Okay, then the next thing you want to do is a client feedback and market research. Some of us don't pay attention to client feedback. All right, and most of our clients don't talk. They will just be silent. Their silence is giving you had a responsive market. All of a sudden, you put up your product, but nobody's responding. You put up your service, nobody's responding. That's the feedback. So they are telling you something. Okay, you have to sit back and do a market research to find out what exactly is happening. So you may have to engage client conversations, look at industry publications to see if there is anything happening there, and then look at competitor analysis. Okay, are there things that the competitors are doing that you're not aware of that could be driving customers in their side and not your side? So you want to take a look at those things. All right. Okay, and you may also want to speak with a consultant to find out, okay, are there things I need to be aware of? And that's where mentorship plays a crucial role. Okay, mentorship plays a crucial role. When you're as a consultant, number one, you need to have mentors. Okay, you need to have mentors. So when your business is not working as required, you want to fall back to your mentors to find out exactly what's happening. Okay, where am I not getting it right? Okay, so you want to leverage on the power of mentorship to get yourself some advantage. Okay, and then the next thing you want to deal with there is the redefinition of the entire process. The redefinition of the entire process. Okay, the redefinition of the entire process. All right, the redefinition of the entire process. You want to redefine the entire process. Okay, you want to redefine the entire process. Okay, one more time, we're doing a whole lot here. And if we're just learning alone, that would not be too good. Let's go ahead, we share. Just keep sharing, keep inviting someone to join us as we all learn together. Let's go ahead, keep the announcement on, okay, that this is still live. Let's get more people to join. And I trust you're learning something. Okay, I trust we all are learning something. Okay, so you could have the definition process where you brainstorm and research, and then look at your value proposition reframing, and then you refine and test. Okay. Now, one thing to remember is that passion is key in consulting. Adaptability is essential in consulting, and continuous learning is mandatory in consulting. All right. Now, important things to also remember is that as a consultant, focus on your client pain points, do your best to embrace new skills, and make sure that you communicate effectively. Okay, make sure you communicate effectively. All right. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, let's now begin to round up with proven strategies to deliver exceptional value to your clients. What are the proven strategies to deliver exceptional value to your clients? Please feel free, if you have a question, drop them in the comment section, and we'll be there to respond to all of the questions. Okay, I'll be here to respond to all of the questions. Let me have questions in the comment section, and then we'll take them from there. Proven strategies to deliver exceptional value to your clients. Proven strategies to deliver exceptional value. Number one is deep client understanding. Deep client understanding. Deep client understanding. Sometimes through brainstorming, continuously brainstorming, especially in these hard times. If you've not learned how to brainstorm, you need to pay attention to it. Brainstorm, think things through till you understand the real needs of clients in times like this. So uncover the hidden needs, then create tailored solutions, and then make sure you remain an industry expert in what you're doing. Then the next thing is for you to deliver results. Deliver results that have measurable impact. Remember, I talked about talking about figures, okay, figures. So deliver results that have measurable impact. Okay, you want to exceed expectations of the clients, and then always pay attention to long-term relationship, long-term partnership with your clients. All right. Then engage communication, effective communication and collaboration, transparency and openness. Okay, active listening and collaboration with your clients to make sure that you keep having the results that you are looking out for. And then you have innovation and creativity. Think outside the box, embrace technology, and future-proof your strategies. Then you are building trust and relationship. Okay, this is very, very important. Integrity and ethics, client focus, and become an ally with your clients. Now, insights on how to stay ahead of the competition in the industry. I think this is just like a summary right now. Engage in niche expertise and specialization. Don't just be a jack of all trade, a master of none. Specialize in one. If it is Lego services training, Lego services advisory, Lego services, just make sure you specialize in an area. Okay. Then the next thing is for you to embrace continuous learning and innovation. As consultants, our greatest investment is when we invest in ourselves when it comes to continuous professional development. All right. And then we'll have the client-centric approach and value delivery. Client-centric approach. Okay. Over and over again, we'll say this. Don't just go on printing proposals and then looking for people to hand them over to. Rather pay courtesy visits and find out, okay, are there needs that can be met here? Okay, how can we come in? Okay. And that will be very, very important. All right. They have leveraged technology and data-driven insights, and then build strong relationships and network. This is a very, very, very important strategy. Now, because of time, I may not be able to take explanations of all of this, but I think we've explained them previously. For niche expertise and specialization, we say go deep, not wide. Okay, go deep, not wide. Become a trusted advisor and differentiate yourself as much as you can. Do your branding, make sure you are an expert in what you're doing, and then that would be great. Then the next thing is for you to embrace continuous learning and innovation. And this means for you to stay current on trends and then develop new service offerings and then future-proof your practice. By all means, make sure that you are going. Make sure that you are going. Don't ever have a time of discontinuation in your learning, in your communication, and in reaching out to your clients. This is very, very important. Okay, by all means, make sure you are up with something and you're delivering something. All right. Okay, then the next thing is the client-centric approach and the value delivery. Make sure you focus on client outcomes. What are the measurable impacts? What are the results that clients are looking out for? What are the expectations you want them to have? All right. So this is very, very important. What kind of experience you want them to have? These need to be dealt with. Okay. Okay. In the client-centric approach, then become a problem solver. Become a problem solver. This is very, very important. Okay. Proactively deal with problems. Okay. Then focus on exceeding expectations of clients. Then on the other side of leveraging technology and data-driven insights. Okay, by next week, we'll take an ample time to look at how to leverage on technology and data-driven insights in driving your consulting practice. That will be our discussion for next week. And I would sincerely encourage everyone to join us there. Become a tech savvy. This sounds like it's too hard, but you can begin to learn gradually. Okay, you can begin to learn gradually. And that's why we have the training platforms as IIPM to teach you gradually. Then unlock the power of data. Okay, unlock the power of data. Begin to learn more about the data analytics. Okay, so you can be able to master some of these things. And then develop products that are have tech-enabled solutions. Right, this is very, very important. Okay. Now, also build strong relationships and network. Under it, invest in client relationship, develop strategic partnership, and make sure you engage in industry networking. All right. Now, this is where we're going to call it a timeout in our discussion for today. And next, on break time, we're going to be discussing on leveraging emerging technologies to enhance the consulting practice. And that will be for March 28, 2024. And the time will be 2 p.m. I would like to know if there are questions. Please drop them in the chat room. Let's learn about them and then let's discuss them. All right. While we do that, I would like to quickly pass some information across. We have some programs in our consulting faculty that I would like to invite you to join us. Okay. We have the Certified Integrated Management Consultant. Of course, we understand how valuable the consulting certifications are, not just the consulting certification, but also to have a certification that gives you what you need in terms of learning and visibility, right? This is very, very important. Okay, so we have the Certified Integrated Management Consultant, the CIMC. We have the Certified Management Consultant, CMC. And then we have the Certified Corporate Governance Consultant. Okay, all these are wonderful professional consulting courses that you can take from the Integrated Institute of Professional Management, and they will give you all of the age, the visibility in the curriculum you need. Right, all of these are taught by industry experts, so you don't have anything to fear. Okay, then we have the Certified Business Development Consultant. We also have the Certified Productivity Consultant. Okay, productivity is one of the leading areas now. It's one of the emerging areas, but it's gaining prominence in terms of consulting. It's gaining prominence. All right, so we want to learn about productivity consulting, or you want to learn about productivity consulting. This is a good place to learn about that. And they have the Certified Strategic Leadership Consulting. And I think on the aspect of leadership consulting, the area of strategic leadership consulting is also taking a pace in consulting. All right. So ordinarily, the worth of this course, this course are valid for 3 months. Each of them are valid for 3 months, and they are all online, and you can have them all at your own pace. All right. Now, if we were to mark each of these programs and deliver them singly, all right, the components of each of these programs, it will be worth over 2 million naira or over $2,000. But we understand the economic situation, the economy, and we are also giving the best we can do, okay, to make sure that anyone who wants to leverage the consulting opportunities, you can join us. All right. So you have the courses taken just for 250,000 naira or $250, and that is going to be for a space of 3 months. You're going to learn everything about consulting in area of the consulting phases you choose. However, our recommendation is that you start from the basic ones or the most mandatory fields of Certified Integrated Management Consultant and Certified Management Consultant. So if you've done the CMC, if you've done Certified Management Consultant, we encourage you to take that of the Certified Integrated Management Consultant, or begin to look at any other field that will give you results. Okay. Now, the next batch of this program is for April and June 2024, and admission is ongoing. We also have our mini MBA programs, mini MBA certification programs that are designed for busy professionals looking to enhance their business acumen and leadership skills. And Then the mini MBA programs offers comprehensive and practical approach to mastering key business concepts. They are all led by business or industry experts, and the programs provide a dynamic learning experience that will empower you to drive innovation, lead with confidence, and achieve your professional goals. All are offering internationally valued certifications and internationally valued curriculum. Now, we invite you to join us as we all learn this together. All right. Now, some of the programs we have in our mini MBAs, we have that of the mini MBA in International Human Resource Management, we have the mini MBA in Strategic Marketing Management, we have the mini MBA in International Project Management, we have mini MBA in Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation Management, mini MBA in Data Analytics, and then we have that of Environmental Sustainability and Occupational Safety. All right, we have mini MBA in all of those things. Now, we also have some preferential benefits for anyone enrolling in any of the mini MBA programs. So some of these preferential benefits is that what you're going to have an exclusive and expanded international curriculum. Now, by taking a mini MBA, you're going to be covering both the certification programs or the certification curriculum and then the international curriculum, expanded international curriculums. And then you get to have at least 2 certifications, the mini MBA and the professional certification. But this is contingent on you running the mini MBA and then offering to become a member of the institute. So when you are running the mini MBA and you're becoming a member of the institute, you get to have 2 certifications, excluding your membership. You get to have 2 professional certifications. You have the mini MBA, and then you have a professional certification in the field that you've done that. For instance, if you're taking a mini MBA in international project management, you get to have a mini MBA in international project management, and then you get to have your certified project management professional certification, either as an associate or as a lead project management professional. And the same thing applies to that of human resource management, marketing management, and every other course that applies. All right. Okay. Then we also have the fees. Now, for our mini MBA, the actual prices for each of them, they are also going for 3 months, is about 2.5 million naira, which is $2,500. Okay. And then with the current economic realities, okay, we are pushing everything down to 250,000 naira with a 25,000 naira admission fee. Okay, so you have everything roughly about 275,000, and that's for 3 months. Okay, you're going to learn massively and have the best of time. All right. The next batch of this training is also coming up in April and June. Okay. Then we'll have, okay, we've talked about the course worth already, that it is worth overtaking that. All right. Now we'll have membership opportunities. Okay, so quite a number of us want to become members. So how do you become a member and what are the conditions? You have the membership opportunity to become a student member, and that will be just for 25,000 or $25. Okay, this is excellent for students. So if you're a student and you want to become a member of IIPM, this is what you need. However, you need to be, you could be a fresh graduate or you are currently an undergraduate in a recognized institution. Okay, so you can send your CV for this. You can also become an associate member. You're a fresh graduate. You've worked between 3 to 7 years. All right. Okay, you want to explore more management in consulting. You want to become a master in what you do. So this field, this membership is for you, and it's just for 100,000 naira or $100. Okay, and then you have that of the full member. Okay, that's for those who have already gotten grants in their field, but they still want to learn more, they still want to do more, they want to give backing. Okay, because your membership is like a badge to your commitment of professional development. So they want to give a badge to their commitment to professional development, but they've spent 8 to 14 years and they want to say, no, I think I have done well enough for myself and I want to recognize myself for the good work I've done. So you can go for the full membership, and that is between 120,000, that's 120,000 naira or $120. But these people need to have at least 8 to 14 years of learning practical experience in terms of doing the work. Then you have the fellow. Fellow is for those who have actually gotten to the peak of their career. Okay, so you need at least 15 years plus. Okay, 15 years plus. Okay, you also want to give a badge that, yes, I've attained a level of the highest level of professional development. Okay, I've gotten the pinnacle of my professional development, okay, and of my professional career. So you want to put yourself on the badge of fellow, right? So that's very, very important. So you need at least 15 years, 15 years practical experience, relevant experience to be able to land yourself that. Okay. Then you have the last one, which is the doctorate fellow. Now, the doctorate fellow is one that gives you the opportunity to be vested with an honorary doctorate. Okay, is someone who has showcased high-level professional commitment. He has had achievement in the areas that he is now. This span from those who have invested in administration, in management, in leadership, in business development, in strategic management, in some sort, right? Okay, in human resource management, in project management, anything management, you've invested over 20 years of your life in terms of experience, and you've made marks, you've made remarkable marks. Okay, so those people are the ones we can give this to. So you need to send us your CV, whichever level you have found yourself to, you need to send us your CV to membership@iipmi.org. Membership@iipmi.org. Please, this is 300,000 naira or $300. I think it's a graphical error there. That's $300 or 300,000 naira. Okay. Now, for our next membership induction, is coming up June 6, 2024. You can also join us. It's going to be a strategic leadership workshop. Okay, and it's going to be an awesome time to network. So you can choose any of the membership platforms or any of the membership levels, and then you join us June 6, 2024 for the first edition of a membership induction for the year. Okay, and that grants you opportunity to network. So we have the online version, and we also have the physical version in Abuja. All right. Then we'll have the other versions coming up in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, and other parts of Nigeria. We are currently accepting members, so you can visit our website and be part of what is happening. Okay, so in case you have need for your staff training, we're just a call away. Whether you want to train them online, you want to train them in class, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be there to share with you. All right. Okay, and then for admission and enrollment, please, you can kindly visit our website for admission, iipmi.org/admission, iipmi.org/admission. Okay, to get registered, pick the course of your choice, the level of your choice, and then we'll be there with you. And then for membership, you could visit ipmi.org/membership. Okay, all of this information available on our website, and I trust you've learned something good and great today. Okay, I trust you've learned something good and great today. So thank you so much for joining us today. This is break time, and it comes to you every Thursday, although we're still trying to refine and make sure that we get the best time that works for you and works for us. All right. So we were holding it Tuesday, but we decided to move it to Thursday, and then we're having it by 1 o'clock. But now we decided to move it to 2 p.m. Okay, so we're still refining, trying to get the best time that works for everyone, and then you get to enjoy yourself, and we'll give you the best at all times. All right, so feel free to join us now every Thursday, and make sure that you are also on our WhatsApp platforms to get updates now, email platform, so that you can also get updated. So be sure to share and subscribe, and then we'd like to see you next week also. Now, I'm looking at the chat room, but there are no questions, so I will be welcoming back the coordinator to round up this section. Thank you so much, and see you by next week Thursday. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Benito, for this wonderful section. And I believe we've learned a lot. We've received lots of information as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also share this particular link with others that need to learn from what we just shared. And we believe that there will be so much to also offer every one of us when you need our service. Please don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. IIPM, Integrated Institute of Professional Management. We're on Facebook. Kindly follow us. There's some information you will receive on Facebook whenever we want to do any of our certification or any of our program. Please, if you have any question, you can also reach out to us. We are frequent on WhatsApp as well. We'll find a way to provide the link. Maybe we drop it on the comment section for anybody that wants to join the WhatsApp group for latest information. Thank you. And we're happy that you made it here today. And God bless you. Have a wonderful day.